November 10th. Welcome to Mustang TV. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please pause for a moment of reflection.
Good morning, Mustangs. Today's weather will be a high of 80 and a low of 59. Back to announcements.
Thank you for the weather. It's birthday shout-out time. Happy birthday to Riley, Olivia, Daniel, and Emiliano. Happy birthday over the weekend on Saturday to Madison and Kristen.
Happy birthday on Sunday to Tatiana and Angeli. Have an awesome birthday, Mustangs. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Back to announcements.
Here are the other announcements for today. The canned food drive has started. Bring in any canned goods to the designated drop-off location. FCA is on Tuesday in the Media Center at 8:15. Veterans Day is Saturday. Please watch this video and help us celebrate the men and women who served for our country. That's all for today's show. I'm Sawyer. Have a wonderful weekend, Mustangs.
Veterans Day is a holiday that honors all women and men who have served in the United States Armed Forces. It is a time to salute service people for their courage, sacrifice, and selfless dedication to keeping Americans safe at home and abroad. Veterans Day is a federal holiday that takes place every year on November 11th. November 11th is an important date that goes all the way back to World War I. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, the United States and its allies in World War I signed an armistice, or an agreement, with Germany to end the fighting. In the following years, many of the Allied nations remembered the end of World War I by observing Armistice Day annually on November 11th. The day was reserved to celebrate victory and to honor those who fought bravely in World War I. But after the end of World War II in 1945, it became clear that all veterans, not just those who served in World War I, deserved recognition for their service. Raymond Weeks, a World War II veteran from Birmingham, Alabama, was a vocal supporter of a holiday to honor veterans of all wars. In 1947, Weeks organized a local celebration of all United States military veterans on Armistice Day. The event received national attention. In the early 1950s, after United States involvement in the Korean War, a Kansas man named Alvin J. King worked with his local congressman, Representative Edward Reese, to propose a federal holiday to celebrate all veterans. Representative Reese introduced a bill to Congress that would change Armistice Day to include all veterans of the United States Armed Forces. The bill was finally approved by Congress on June 1, 1954. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, himself a decorated veteran, signed the bill into law. The name of the holiday was officially changed from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. On Veterans Day, Americans celebrate our military veterans by attending parades and patriotic events. Some veterans give speeches about the heroism of their fellow service people. Many Americans visit war memorials like the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C., and the Marine Corps War Memorial in Arlington County, Virginia. One of the most symbolic Veterans Day traditions is the wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery near Washington, D.C. The Tomb of the Unknowns is the burial place for 3 unidentified soldiers from World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. Since the identity of each soldier in the tomb is a mystery, the Tomb of the Unknowns is meant to represent all service members who have been killed in action without their remains being identified. In the solemn ceremony, the President of the United States or another high-ranking government official pays respects to members of the armed forces who have died by placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns. This ceremony is attended by spectators, veterans, and leaders from all branches of the United States Armed Forces. Veterans Day is a time to show support and give thanks to former and active members of the United States Armed Forces. Thanks to the contributions of our military veterans, Americans are able to safely enjoy the freedoms and liberties promised by the Constitution. On November 11th, go out and thank a veteran for their service to our country.